Hey guys, this is Predaking79 and this is a quick look at the new X-transbots Destroyer upgrade kit, third party kit for Generation 1 Devastator. Just have a quick look at the box before we start. At the end of the day, it's a nice bit of box art. Some over the box, it's upside down the back, but there's a list of what you get on there. Obviously it's all in Chinese, and there's some stats for Destroyer or Devastator at the bottom there. Looking forward, it says. Warrior. Yeah, I mean it's a box, and let's be honest, it's a third-party add-on kit, so no one's going to actually display their upgrade in the box. But we'll have a look anyway. It's a decent enough card. Inside you've got all the lovely goodness. We'll look at that in a second. Some paperwork in here basically is the instructions and a poster of the front of the box. So you've got instructions here, which are fairly, perhaps if I hold them right way up, fairly straightforward. Obviously the English isn't great, but at least there is some English on it, so you know, you can follow those fairly easily. There's one of these little card things that you seem to get with all the third-party things these days. This is the see-through plastic thing, which you can do whatever you want to do with that. And then here we've got the poster. I'm not going to unfold it. It's basically a big poster of that, which is a nice bit of artwork. So that's a nice little touch. So anyway, that's the bits that you get with it. Obviously, let's go ahead and look at the box as well. It's obviously a nice display for transport purposes, because obviously this guy is sent across from China, so it keeps him nice and safe when he's coming over. So there we go. So we've got well, let's go through each of the bits individually, just so you can see what you do actually get. We've got an updated chest piece, groin piece here. Obviously the legs, 2 arms, a new gun, so much bigger than the old gun for Devastator. We've got a thing for Mixmaster, fuel drum, and that's the base for the head. And obviously, probably the highlight is the cool head with the LED light, which is awesome. It's really, really strong. You can bring planes down with that motherfucker, I tell you. No, it's cool. It's nice quality. There's a little bit some paint out problems on some of the bits. Nothing major. I mean, this is a third-party toy, so you do kind of expect little anomalies. The silver is sort of a little bit roughly applied, shall we say, on the plastic, but it's nothing major. The only thing that I sort of picked up as I was getting this guy out was on the hands. The fingers are very fragile, shall we say, and that's perfectly illustrated there. They do pop off very, very easily. That was a little bit annoying, to be honest. So you've got to be really, really careful with those fingers, but they do snap back in quite nice and easy. So yeah, just obviously the QC on those fingers wasn't fantastic, but as I say, for a fan-made toy, it's not too bad. So anyway, that's what you get in the box. Let's go ahead and we'll build ourselves a upgraded G1 Devastator. And here he is. Yeah, I was going to do sort of showing you how he all combines together piece by piece and doing the whole thing, but it would make the video really long, and to be honest, it's not that different from the original Devastator combining process. And to be honest, this guy is so bloody fragile that it would fall apart many times on camera, and it's just too much hassle. So here he is combined. He looks nice, doesn't he? But he is super fragile. Now I talked about the fingers already. They fall off. It will happen lots of times. Unfortunately, the way that the plastic finger hinges are, the knuckles of here are designed, they just will fall off. But they do slip back on nice and easy. But just be really careful about that. But yeah, he looks nice. he's obviously quite a bit taller than the normal Devastator figure, but you don't need to use any of the original G1 parts to build this guy. It's just the 6 vehicles. So if you've got just the 6 vehicles and you haven't got the parts to build your Devastator, then this is probably a cheaper way of actually getting the bits than maybe buying the original parts. Something to bear in mind. So let's have a look at what he's got. Well, he's got articulation on the legs. You know, nice swivel there, and a ball joint on the actual hip as well, and then you've got the knee as well. So that's pretty cool, and that's the same obviously on both legs. Arm-wise, arms rotate, and they go up and down as well, like so. And then you've got articulation on the hands and obviously on all the fingers, but I'm not going to move all the fingers around because they will fall off, I guarantee it. One thing I would have liked them to have done is I always found the attachment at the back with bone crusher and clicking onto hook, I always found that was a bit of a loose attachment, and it quite often would fall off. It would have been nice if they'd have possibly considered doing a new joint for that, because you can't really, you haven't got any swivel at the shoulder at all. It's all with the sort of elbow and lower arm. So that's. But hey, it's got a lot more articulation than it did have before, so you can't complain too much. Obviously the head's on a ball joint. Yeah, you can see that, and then if I just turn the light on as well for his eyes again, because it's awesome. So there we are with his LED light on. I mean, that's so cool. I love it. But yeah, you know, you've got a lot of options with this guy, and you can, if you've got an original figure, you can use some of the G1 parts on it and just use the articulation on the arms. So for example, like the hands, you can pull the hands out and you can have the original G1 hands in there if you wanted to, so disable the finger problems. And the same obviously with the breastplate and the groin plate. They are just replacements for the original G1 parts. The groin plate does have moving parts here, so if you are getting the legs in crazy poses, then you can, you know, there is some sort of leeway on that, so it's not doesn't hinder the leg movement. You also get the gun as well, which does fit in his hands, but because he's got the finger articulation, like with Masterpiece figures, it doesn't sit particularly well. The gun does have a removable barrel, which is quite nice. I can just do that. Whoops. So you can turn it into like a little assault rifle thing as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it does fit in his hand. You just get it in there, like so. It does fit in his hand, but it just it will fall out quite easily because of the articulation on the fingers. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty quick look through. I'll end the video up with him in a few poses so you can have a little look. But he's not bad. He's not bad at all. I mean, this kit is really cheap for a third-party thing. It was only 25 quid for all these parts, and that included free shipping from China. So for the amount of parts that you get for that price, I mean, I don't know, shipping would be probably 5-6 quid. So for less than 20 quid, you're getting a set like this. I think that's pretty good value for money. It's not without its faults, fingers, but I'm happy with it, and I will display my Devastator like this for now on, I think, especially with the awesome eyes. Okay, that was a very quick look at this guy. Sorry it's been a bit rushed, but hopefully you've got a good insight into the toy. Okay, see you soon, and check out some of my G1 reviews on my channel if you get a chance. Bye for now.